Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with continuing coverage of the chemical mishap at that Perdue plant in Georgetown. Now, here's the exact location if you're not familiar. The Perdue chicken plant on Savannah Road in Georgetown. That's the northeast side of town. And before we take you live on scene, let's set the scene for you. On Wednesday afternoon around 4, people in Georgetown and beyond were told to shelter in place after a mistaken chemical mixture. That was at that plant, and it created a vapor cloud. As the severity of the chemicals were evaluated, people were told to shelter in place to avoid possibly getting sick. And again, that order was lifted Wednesday evening. Perdue says a supplier mistakenly mixed peracetic acid and sodium hydroxide. Perdue says the plant remained operational during the hazmat and said the shelter in place was made out of an abundance of caution. Saying also in part today, quote, at Perdue Farms, the safety and well-being of our associates, neighbors, and community remain our highest priority. Continuing our coverage, we went to a neighborhood nearby there, and CoastTV News reporter Ana Sofia Roman shows us those neighbors were scared.
A neighborhood in Georgetown less than a mile away from Perdue plant. Jennifer Rodriguez lives in that neighborhood. She says she was afraid not only for her well-being, but also for her family.
When we would open the door, you could kind of smell it. It was kind of scary because, especially for the workers inside, because we don't know what's going on in there.
Joelle Bichamp, who lives at the Springboard Valley Village, described the moment she received the DEMA alert to shelter in place.
Unfortunately, my husband is homeless. He's in a tent. So it was me handling our dog last night in a tent, and we were so afraid of being exposed to this chemical.
Rodriguez hopes to see something different next time.
Probably just to alert everyone in time, and especially for the people that live nearby.
Scared was a sentiment shared by neighbors I spoke to today when recalling what happened at the Perdue plant Wednesday evening. For now, uncertainty remains, leaving a community on edge. In Georgetown, Ana Sofia Roman, Coast TV News.
Now, according to the 911 dispatch call, attempts were made to reach a daycare next door to the plant as this was all unfolding. And Coast TV News anchor Christina DeRobertis joins us live from the plant now. Christina, parents tell us they think the situation overall scary but handled well.
Yeah, Maddie, we are here at the Georgetown Perdue plant, and we're about to show you just how close this daycare is. It is right across the street, and this whole chemical mishap started at about 4 p.m. yesterday, so obviously that's prime school pickup time, and a lot of parents were trying to get to the daycare, Primeros Pasos, but as you saw from some of that Coast copter footage, the roads were all blocked off. There were first responders everywhere surrounding the whole plant. And so first responders actually had to shuttle kids to their parents blocks away from here.
These guys were in hazmat suits. So for a little kid, probably pretty scary.
And coming up tonight at 6 p.m., we have an exclusive interview with somebody who was inside the plant while this was all happening. So you're going to want to hear what was said. Stay tuned. For now, I'm Christina DeRobertis, live in Georgetown, Coast TV News.
Christina, thank you. Now, that shelter-in-place alert was broadcast all over the state. That was an error. DEMA says while it is responsible for maintaining and managing the state's emergency notifications, it did not directly issue the incorrect message. DEMA says human error is to blame, but did not disclose who made the error. The shelter-in-place was just meant for those within a half-a-mile radius of the Perdue facility and later downgraded to just neighbors. And DEMA saying in a statement in part, quote, DEMA deeply regrets any confusion or misunderstanding this might have caused. DEMA went on to say going forward, they will work with its state and county agency partners to review all policies and procedures to ensure this error is not repeated. And that actually brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, did you receive the hazmat public safety alert on your phone? Let's take a look at the results so far. Take a look at your screen. 80% said no and 20% said yes. This is the first time we have put this poll out there for the public, so if you haven't voted yet and would like to do that, you can still do that at CoastTV.com or our mobile app. Now, what's the next step in here? We spoke with DENREC. They said they tested pH levels and environmental conditions and are continually monitoring conditions. But what about any repercussions for this? Will anyone face fines or criminal charges? You see here their statement saying, quote, Wednesday evening's release at Perdue's Georgetown facility is an active investigation with any enforcement actions by DENREC to be determined. This is a developing story, and this is truly just the beginning. So be sure to visit CoastTV.com and our news app, and we will give you live updates there. Let's go ahead and take a live look outside into Laurel as we check in with our First Alert meteorologist, Chris Mastrobuono, on our First Alert weather. Good evening, Chris.
Good evening, Maddie. Yeah, that frosty look there into Laurel, where we have had some gusty winds across the area, creating a lot of blowing and drifting snow. We're currently at 30 degrees there in Laurel. And yeah, we had some pretty high winds across the area today. Dagsboro coming in at the lead, 40 miles an hour. We saw 35 miles an hour in Georgetown and 30 in Seaford. Still seeing sustained winds, especially at the coast, anywhere from 15 to say 25 miles an hour. Still gusting pretty well at this hour, 33 miles there in Indian River Inlet and 31 in Salisbury. Now we are clear, dry, precipitation free, but over the next 24 hours, we are going to be seeing some snow. Yes, you're kidding, more snow, right? Well, it's going to be more of a nuisance type of system. After getting a foot of snow earlier this week, we are going to be seeing a lesser of a storm over the next 24 hours, and we are going to see another reinforcing shot of Arctic air as we push into next week. So keep in mind, if you're heading out this evening, though, with those winds, you'll go down a road and you'll see the road may be clear, and then a few miles up, there's a lot of snow on the road with that blowing and drifting snow. So keep that in mind. We're going to be dealing with some icy slick spots through the overnight. We'll have the latest timing on the snow and the latest snowfall totals coming up my full forecast.
Chris, thank you. And as we enter that another potential storm, Coast TV will be your source. We have coverage on TV, on CoastTV.com, on our apps, and our radio stations. We will continue to be your source for any weather event. It was an emotional morning in Washington, the nation pausing to honor and remember former President Jimmy Carter during his funeral at the National Cathedral. The service, attended by all 5 living presidents, dignitaries from around the world, and Carter's family and friends. NBC's Jay Gray shows us how the former president was remembered.
Jimmy Carter's final stop in Washington, like so much in his life, faith.
And whoever liveth.
The National Cathedral, filled with family, friends, dignitaries, the 5 living presidents sitting together, President Biden delivering the eulogy his friend requested.
To make every minute of our time here on earth count. That's the definition of a good life. The life Jimmy Carter lived during his 100 years.
President Carter didn't particularly enjoy politics, but understood its importance to his life's mission, bringing change and help to those who need it the most.
He built houses for people that needed homes. He eliminated diseases in forgotten places. He waged peace anywhere in the world, wherever he saw a chance. He loved people.
The very definition of a servant leader, few in or outside the political arena have matched his impact as a global humanitarian.
I hope someday.
Or his commitment to peace. Still, no matter what he did or where he traveled, he would always come home to Plains, Georgia, making that trip one last time today. As a nation gives thanks and honors Jimmy Carter for a century of dedication and love for his country and fellow man.
That was Jay Gray reporting. Now in California, the Palisades fire continues to burn through Pacific Palisades overnight with numerous homes destroyed. You see the images there. Just looks like something out of the apocalypse. Many homes collapsing completely. Firefighters hope calmer winds will allow them to start to get a handle on that deadly blaze. With the new year comes new developments for offshore wind projects planned off the coast of Ocean City. Now, let's talk you through it all. In Ocean City, the council agreed to match Worcester County's $100,000 investment to a consulting firm. Their goal is to, quote, educate the public, state, and officials on what they believe to be the harmful impacts of the U.S. wind project on the environment and the economy. U.S. Wind claims the project will create more jobs and be an overall improvement. Ocean City's mayor doesn't see it that way.
We're going to regret it if we don't take every opportunity and every action possible to stop this project.
Opponents like Meehan hope a new administration will help halt any progress, but U.S. Wind is moving forward with plans despite a recent rejection by Sussex County Council for a substation. It is worth noting, though, that U.S. Wind did just sign a deal with Delaware for clean energy benefits. If you've had a rough week or a long week, many of us have, cheer up with a weekly dose of local good news from CoastTV. Personal features, fun things to do each weekend, and more. You can sign up now for free at coasttv.com/signup. Still to come, Delaware Ag Week is quickly approaching. Useful skills farmers can expect to learn at this year's event.
Taking a live look into Dover, where it is 31 degrees. It is going to be a frigid night under clear skies. Temperatures falling to 26 by around the 9, on our way to the upper teens for most of us. We'll talk, though, about another snow threat. My full forecast next.
First, many veterans struggle to find support they need. And in this week's Coastal Connections, we'll show you how a father and son are working to change that. Up next.
New Year's savings end Monday at Johnny Janasic. Take an extra 15% off our everyday low prices or choose 0% APR for 60 months. The time for new is now, but it all ends Monday at Johnny Janasic.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would say.
So they're made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah.
And they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think so.
And they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
This is Dean Bennett of Bennett Termite and Pest Solutions. People ask me, how did bed bugs get into my home? Bed bugs can hitch a ride in your luggage or on your clothes. They can even be hidden in a piece of used furniture that you bring into your home. When you've seen one, it's already too late and the damage has begun. However they got there, we can eliminate them with our green and effective heat and treat system.
Remember, Delmarva, quality isn't expensive, it's priceless.
At All Mobility, we keep you moving. Whether it's wheelchair-accessible vans, scooters, home ramps, or lift chairs, we've got the perfect mobility solution for you. Our experts will help customize options to fit your needs and lifestyle so you can stay independent and active. Scooters, ramps, vans, and more. Get moving with All Mobility. Come see us today or schedule a home consultation. allmobilitystore.com.
New Year's savings end Monday at Johnny Janasic. Take an extra 15% off our everyday low prices or choose 0% APR for 60 months. The time for new is now, but it all ends Monday at Johnny Janasic.
Being a veteran is a tremendous honor, but many veterans struggle to find the support they need when they return home. In this week's Coastal Connections, Coast TV's Brendan Conroy introduces us to a father and son working to change that.
Giving back a little to those who have given up a lot for us.
Thank you for your service. I'm a veteran myself, so I took it upon myself to just think of ways I could help them.
That's exactly what Matt Welch and his son Brandon are about with their Wheels for Warriors project that aims to provide fully functional cars to veterans who need them. The two started off the new year by gifting a car to a veteran who needs it and say they give back because of how it helps the veterans a ton.
If you see a veteran every day and he's just down on his luck, and you give him something and it puts a smile on his face and that gives him hope.
He says nothing beats that.
So that's my biggest reward, is seeing a smile on a veteran's face.
Brown told Coast TV he showed up thinking he was taking part in a raffle or contest. He says joining Wheels for Warriors was one of his best decisions.
That was the starting point of my life being turned around, and just still being a part, and just, I mean, every day it seems like the first day. It's always something great going on.
And how he's glad the car will be of good use.
To know that, I mean, not taking anything away from them, but knowing that I can get back and forth, you know, to work on my own now.
One really unique thing that Matt and Brandon do to honor the fallen heroes from Delaware is they ride around with all of those names on their truck, and they do what they do now so those veterans that are still here with us, they can have as much support and awareness as possible. Mindy Backus is the Deputy Director for the Warriors Helping Warriors organization and has teamed up with Matt and Brandon to help as many veterans as possible.
We know that they need certain, they have needs when they're with us. So when we get them in housing, we also, employment, that's a big thing. So they need to have vehicles and transportation.
According to the Census Bureau, there are just under 60,000 veterans in the state of Delaware. And while that may be a lot, Matt and Brandon look to help out as many of them as possible each day. For this week's Coastal Connection, I'm Brendan Conroy, Coast TV News.
This morning's weather forecast courtesy of Baths by Spicer Brothers, a Delmarva tradition for over 20 years.
New year, new bath. Bring in 2025 with big savings from Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Right now, get 20% off all upgrades, plus save 25% on your entire bathroom project. Baths by Spicer Brothers can bring your vision to life with safe and accessible tub-to-shower conversions.
Our factory certified team guarantees 5-star professional installation completed in as little as 1 day.
Call today and save 20% off all upgrades and 25% off your entire bathroom project.
Baths by Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Did you know when selling your house full of stuff or in serious neglect, buyers may request repairs and banks may not finance the deal? So you could hire cleaners and contractors, rent dumpsters, hold auctions, yard sales, or you could call a professional home buyer. If you need an as-is, fast cash offer so you can walk away without making any repairs or even cleaning up, Delmarva Dave is here to help. For more information about Delmarva Dave, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
When a hazardous materials incident struck Georgetown, Coast TV News was there.
We have been monitoring this situation since it got brought into us.
On the ground and in the air, delivering up-to-date, accurate information as the situation unfolded.
We have been seeing Georgetown fire departments on four-wheelers going into the plant.
Streaming live on the Coast TV News app and on Facebook, keeping you informed when it mattered most. Coast TV News, our community, your news, always on alert.
There's only one place to go for your next vehicle. IG Burton, trusted since 1908 for our expert team, massive selection, and our unbeatable prices. You simply won't find a better deal anywhere else. But it's not just about unbeatable prices. It's about superior service before, during, and after each sale too. Visit us today, and remember,
nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody.
Nobody beats an IG Burton deal.
When a hazardous materials incident struck Georgetown, Coast TV News was there.
We have been monitoring this situation since it got brought into us.
On the ground and in the air, delivering up-to-date, accurate information as the situation unfolded.
We have been seeing Georgetown fire departments on four-wheelers going into the plant.
Streaming live on the Coast TV News app and on Facebook, keeping you informed when it mattered most. Coast TV News, our community, your news, always on alert.
Design a custom home that fits your unique style and budget with Accessible Home Builders. At Accessible, we provide you with a variety of customizable options to create the home of your dreams.
Accessible Builders provided us with a beautiful home.
Scott is full of ideas from his past experiences, and he really worked with us on all our custom asks and wants.
We would definitely recommend Accessible Builders.
Completely customize your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
When a hazardous materials incident struck Georgetown, CoastTV News was there.
We have been monitoring this situation since it got brought into us.
On the ground and in the air, delivering up-to-date, accurate information as the situation unfolded.
We have been seeing Georgetown fire departments on four-wheelers going into the plant.
Streaming live on the CoastTV News app and on Facebook, keeping you informed when it mattered most. CoastTV News, our community, your news, always on alert.
Well, if you're tired of the snow, here's a beautiful shot looking out into the Atlantic from Ocean City, Gateway Subaru Cam. And there is some more snow to come. We're not going to be talking about a foot, but we are going to be dealing with a few nuisance snowflakes here within the next 24 to 36 hours. In fact, you can scan that QR code at the corner of your screen for the First Alert Weather app, and you get the latest in advisories, watches, and warnings, and the latest up-to-date forecasts. We're currently at 31 in Ocean City, and here's a common sight across Delmarva, the snow drifts. Pretty cool the way the snow kind of shifts and shapes the snow. The other issue is it's blowing snow back over previously salted and paved roadways, making for slick conditions. So keep that in mind if you're heading out this evening through the overnight. We've seen some pretty impressive gusts, anywhere from 39 to 40 miles an hour across much of Delmarva, and we continue to see sustained winds, especially at the coast, anywhere from 17 to 25 miles an hour. Still seeing some gusts at this hour, 34 in Indian River Inlet, 21 in Ocean Pines, and 31 in Salisbury. But we are going to be seeing the winds kind of subside through the overnight. Feels like 17, though, there in Indian River Inlet. We have a wind advisory up through coastal Sussex County, and the gale warnings continue for coastal areas through the early morning hours, and that gale warning in the Bay is up through 6 o'clock. We do have a winter storm warning for Accomack County. That is going to be kind of like the bullseye area where we expect the most snow, and you can see the expanse of these warnings extending all the way back to Dallas. This is going to be quite a storm for those areas, and you can see it at this hour, this area of low pressure in the Gulf, looking pretty healthy, getting that Gulf of Mexico moisture clashing with that Arctic air, creating that wide precipitation shield. But we are going to be staying dry but cold through the overnight, falling to 19, wind chills anywhere between 6 to 14 through daybreak tomorrow. By the afternoon, feels like the mid to upper 20s through the day. But we start off with a few breaks in the clouds, milky sunshine, and then we're going to see mostly cloudy skies by the afternoon with highs right around the mid-30s. So this system is going to be sliding off to our south. It's not going to be a massive storm, but you can see that snow building into the area by early Saturday morning, snowing everywhere, some heavier snow off to our south of Salisbury, and that snow will begin to taper off by around noon, and then we'll see strong northwesterly winds kick in by Saturday afternoon. So you can see a good 1 to 3 inches throughout much of the area, Long Neck down to Ocean City into Salisbury, and then that bullseye down through Accomack County. Our umbrella winner is Kathleen Nagel of Milton, Delaware, and there's your extended forecast. The snow on Saturday, and then a reinforcing shot of Arctic air by Tuesday into Wednesday.
Thanks a lot, Chris. Delmarva farmers, this story is for you. Delaware Ag Week is coming up and marking its 20 years. Now, events this year are happening from January 13th, which is Monday, it's kind of hard to believe, to the 16th at the Delaware State Fairgrounds. The 4-day event offers many sessions for farmers to learn about various topics, from animal science to crop management. We'll be right back.
Give your backyard a cozy enhancement with Patio Systems in Lewis, Delaware. Integrity is the pillar of our craft, with quality craftsmanship to transform your yard or deck into a custom oasis, providing you comfort all year round. Take control of the elements with the Shore's best selection of pergolas, retractable awnings, screen and glass enclosures, and a wide selection of modern decking and railing systems personalized your way. For exceptional workmanship at reasonable prices, contact Patio Systems, your backyard living specialist. Locally owned and operated since 2001.
Sponsored by Patio Systems, where integrity is the pillar of our craft.
If you're looking for a reliable pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you won't want to miss out on Preston Ford's Surplus Sell-Off. We still have over 1,000 new Fords and pre-owned vehicles waiting on our lot for you. Our Ford Blue Advantage inventory is bigger than ever and packed with benefits. You can buy confidently knowing our Ford Blue Advantage inventory goes through 139 points of inspection by certified technicians. Plus, comes with a 90-day, 4,000-mile comprehensive limited warranty. Check out our entire inventory online at PrestonFord.com. Join us at the Surplus Sell-Off sales event at Preston Ford. Cars cost less in Preston.
In the world of real estate, it's not just about transactions.
It's about making your dreams a reality.
Penn Price & Associates isn't just a name, it's a promise.
We find a perfect match for every lifestyle and budget.
Finding a home can seem daunting, but with us, we help make it simple.
We transform spaces into stories.
At the heart of our team is a commitment to you. Together, we make the journey seamless every step of the way.
It had been an ongoing issue with the ductboard that's underneath the home, a rancid odor, and I said, I'm calling Above and Beyond, and Braden successfully eliminated all this odor. I have no more allergies, no more runny eyes. It's all gone thanks to this air scrubber. This is why I called Above and Beyond. One of the reasons that I went with Above and Beyond services is because I believe in this product, definitely. It's a lifesaver. I can breathe, I'm so much healthier.
You may think your home's crawl space is okay, but chances are it's not. Mold, pests, and rotting beams can all cause problems for your home and for your family. The good news is your home's crawl space problems can be fixed permanently, so you and your family can rest easy. Because crawl space problems won't get better with time, but they will get better with us.
Call Dry Zone today for your free estimate.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
The U.S. government has expanded testing of the nation's milk supply to better track the spread of bird flu. The Department of Agriculture says 15 additional states have enrolled in the program, and Delaware is one of them. That brings the total to 28 states, which account for nearly 65% of the nation's milk production. Infectious disease experts have called for expanded testing since the beginning of the outbreak. As we look live outside now into Laurel, we'll have one more look at the forecast after this.
Don't miss the New Year's mattress sale at Johnny Janasic. Find queen mattresses starting at just $5.99 and get a free Stanley Cup with any mattress purchase over $9.99 for a limited time only at Johnny Janasic's Mattress World.
Roar with confidence on your wedding day with Tiffersons. No matter your style, we have the experience to ensure you get your desired look. Carefully crafting gorgeous hairstyles and elegant makeup for you and your bridal party. Pamper yourself ahead of time. Tiffersons is a full-service salon in West Ocean City, offering color, haircuts, extensions, nails, massage, facials, spray tans, and waxing. Head to Tiffersons.com for a free bridal guide to help you start planning for your flawless wedding day.
New year, new bath. Bring in 2025 with big savings from Bath by Spicer Brothers.
Right now, get 20% off all upgrades, plus save 25% on your entire bathroom project. Baths by Spicer Brothers can bring your vision to life with safe and accessible tub-to-shower conversions.
Our factory-certified team guarantees 5-star professional installation completed in as little as 1 day.
Call today and save 20% off all upgrades and 25% off your entire bathroom project.
Baths by Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation, where we bring the showroom to you.
Now's the time to buy. Buy what? Guns. Here's Shooter's Choice. Look at all these. We're fully stocked. But why now? We have all the most popular firearms and accessories in stock right now.
But how will our customers know which gun's best for them?
Our staff will guide them through the entire process, even after the sale.
Oh.
And you get free range time with your new gun.
Wow. Now is the time to buy at Shooter's Choice.
Delaware's first choice in firearms.
New Year's savings end Monday at Johnny Janasic. Take an extra 15% off our everyday low prices or choose 0% APR for 60 months. The time for new is now, but it all ends Monday at Johnny Janasic.
Beautiful shot into Ocean City. Wind chills falling into the single digits tonight. And there's a look at that snow Saturday morning. Tapers off by the afternoon. On average, about 1 to 2 inches expected through most of Delmarva. And you can get your forecast anytime by dialing our First Alert weather phone. There's the snow early Saturday clearing out. And a pretty quiet week, but a cold one. Reinforcing shot of cold air there. And then we're back up into the 40s by next weekend.
All right, Chris, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5. For more news and local weather, download our app. Inside Edition is up next, and we'll see you in just a few minutes for Coast TV News at 6.